he forgot me. My name is Elena. I'm 32 years old, and for the past 6 years, I've been married to a man I thought I'd grow old with. Derek is 36. When we first met in a coffee shop in Portland, I had just moved into town, chasing a new job, a fresh start, and some peace. He was kind, warm, and had a way of making ordinary days feel like magic. I still remember how he looked at me like I was the only person in the room. We used to talk for hours, laugh at the silliest things, and make plans about kids, travel, even what kind of dog we'd get one day. I believed we were soulmates. In the early years of our marriage, everything felt light. We'd cook together, go on spontaneous road trips, and leave sticky notes for each other with silly drawings or quotes. We had our struggles, sure, but we always came back to each other. That was our thing. We were unbreakable. At least that's what I thought. But lately, I feel like I've been living with a ghost. Not someone who died, but someone who disappeared slowly, while sitting right next to me. It started small. Fewer smiles, less eye contact, no more random hugs or forehead kisses. At first, I thought it was work stress. Derek was promoted last year. He's now managing a tech team with impossible hours and constant pressure. I understood. I really did. I gave him space, made sure dinner was ready, took care of bills, groceries, everything. I stopped asking for time, thinking maybe it was just a rough phase. But phases are temporary. This one wasn't. He started coming home later. Sometimes he wouldn't text me all day. When I asked him how his day was, he would mumble, "Fine," and then disappear into his home office. We stopped eating meals together. Our bed felt colder, our house quieter. I tried to fill the silence with music, baking, candles, anything to make the space feel alive again. But nothing worked. Every time I looked at him, it felt like I was staring at a man who forgot I existed. One evening, I gathered my courage and asked, "Do you want to go out this weekend?" Just us. He didn't even look up from his phone. "I've got some meetings. Maybe next time." There was no next time. I stopped asking. I started observing. I noticed the way he smiled at his phone sometimes. I noticed the way he'd lock it quickly when I walked into the room. I noticed how often he was too tired to talk, but stayed up scrolling through God knows what. Still, I tried to be patient. I reminded myself of our good years, of our promises. I told myself he was just overwhelmed, that he still loved me, that people drift sometimes, but they come back, right? I even planned a weekend getaway, 2 nights at a lakeside cabin where we went during our first year together. I booked it, printed the email, and left it on the table with a note. "Let's find us again." When he came home, he barely glanced at it. "Elena, I don't have time for this," he said. Not we. He didn't ask why I planned it. He didn't say sorry. He just went upstairs. That night, I sat on the couch with a cup of tea that had gone cold, not from time, but from neglect. Just like me. I stared at the dark TV screen, my reflection staring back. My eyes looked tired, my face looked older, and my heart? My heart felt like a quiet scream, the kind no one hears. The next morning, I didn't speak to him. I cooked breakfast, left it on the counter, and went for a walk. I needed to breathe, to think. I walked past a couple holding hands, and suddenly, I felt a lump in my throat. I used to be that girl. I used to be held, seen, loved. That evening, I decided to dress up. I wore the same dress I wore on our second anniversary, a soft peach dress with small floral prints. I curled my hair, wore perfume he once loved, and made his favorite dinner: rosemary chicken with mashed potatoes. I wanted to try one last time, one last chance to bring us back. He came home late, again. He barely noticed the food. He didn't say a word about my dress. I stood there like a picture on the wall, present, but unseen. After dinner, I said softly, "Can we talk?" He looked up, surprised. "Now?" "Yes, please." We sat on the couch. My heart was racing, but my voice was calm. "Derek," I began, "you don't talk to me anymore. You don't laugh with me. You don't even look at me. I don't feel like your wife. I feel like a roommate." He rubbed his face with his hands. "Elena, I'm just tired. Work's been insane. I'm trying my best." I looked at him. "Is there someone else?" He looked at me, shocked. "What?" "Number absolutely not. Don't even say that." I nodded slowly. "Then look at me. Tell me you still love me." He hesitated, then said, "I do. I love you. I just need time." I wanted to believe him, so I said okay. But the days that followed felt the same: cold, quiet, empty. A week later, while folding laundry, I noticed his phone light up. I wasn't looking for anything, but the message was right there. It said, "You were on my mind all day. I miss your voice." I froze. My heart stopped. My fingers lost their strength. I didn't read the rest. I didn't need to. That night, I didn't fight. I didn't cry. I didn't even mention the message. I just sat in silence beside him, pretending to read, pretending to be okay. But inside me, something shattered. I spent the next few days pretending to be the same, pretending not to know, pretending I still had hope. But truth is, the pretending hurt more than the truth itself. And so, one Sunday afternoon, I packed a small bag. I wrote a note. Not angry, not dramatic, just honest. "Derek, I loved you with everything I had. I believed in us, even when it hurt. But I can't fight for two anymore. I can't stay in a home where I'm not seen. You forgot me, and maybe I forgot myself too, trying to hold on to you. I'm leaving, not because I hate you, but because I need to love me again. If there's anything left in you that remembers us, you'll find me. Elena." I left the note on the bed. I kissed the photo of our wedding. I walked out. And for the first time in years, I felt something strange. Not sadness, not anger, but relief. Because sometimes the most painful truth is better than a comfortable lie. Have you ever felt forgotten in love? Tell us below. Your story matters.